Hello and welcome to my channel. This is going to be a mid-monthly reading for those born under the energy of Taurus. And as it's Valentine's Day, these are coming out, so I'm going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do these all from the perspective from your heart's desire, the one that you've come to hear, the one that you've got on your mind, the one that you want to know more about. So, let's see, Taurus, what's going on for your heart's desire in this connection? Let's see. Oh, good. Okay. That's the energies of heart's desire, Taurus. Wanting to move forward, wanting to work on this connection, wanting to put a lot of work into it. Depending on which comes first, you can read it either way. It's working hard to move forward. I'll read it this way since this one actually come first and that flipped second, so we'll do it this way. Someone's working very hard on this. Working very hard, it seems to possibly just, working hard at work, make some extra money so they can, do all those nice things for you, but they're really wanting to move forward with this connection. They want to manifest this with you, definitely. Let's see what else we have for Taurus heart's desire. They're not willing to show you exactly how they feel. It seems like this is a bit secretive about what they're feeling. Something that they're, I don't know. I'm getting it's like they want it to be a surprise. Whatever they've been working on, whatever they're trying to put forward towards you, it's like they're keeping it a bit of a secret. They're not willing to lay all their cards on the table with this, at least not openly, not with their feelings anyway. Perhaps they're trying to romance you, they're trying to do all the things for you, take you to nice places, maybe buy you nice gifts. They're working very hard to make sure they can afford to do so. They're definitely trying to manifest this connection to go forward, but they're not being very open with their feelings in this. It's like which is kind of odd in a way, but they're keeping their feelings close to their chest, is what I'm getting. Yeah, so King of Swords in reverse. Yeah, they're not being open with the way they truly feel. They're keeping it from you. It's like they're avoiding the subject. If something comes up, then they're sort of I don't feel like they're being a player or anything like that. It's just perhaps they've been open before, they've had their heart broken. Yeah, Four of Wands in reverse. They're afraid. That's what it is. They're afraid that they'll have their heart broken if they come forward to you openly. But this is definitely something they want with you, is they really want to move forward in this connection, but they're keeping their feelings very guarded, their true emotions. It's like perhaps I'm getting it's from their own past experiences is what I'm getting, but it's like, yeah, they don't want to lay everything out on the table for you, but they're definitely trying to romance you. The one wants to come. Yep. So yeah, they're putting work into it. They're trying to create something physical, something materially based, something. It could be, a joint partnership. It's just like, it might be a work relationship too. I'm getting quite strongly. It's like trying to keep things professional, but there's flirtation, but they're not being very open with how they feel. And possibly it could affect the it's like some office politics and things like that. If that does resonate with you, can be quite stringent, so it's like you don't want to cause like a scandal. Yeah. Being quite guarded, they're being very protective of you too, is what I'm getting. Yeah, it's kind of funny. It's like they're not being open and honest. They're afraid. They're very afraid to show how they feel, but they're not letting anyone else near you either. Okay, let's see what else we have here for Taurus. I've got some strange things going through my head with this. Yeah, okay. Ace of Wands. Yeah, they definitely want this new beginning with you. They definitely want this to manifest. They definitely want this to go forward. But it's like, yeah, it's like what I was sort of getting before. It's like they might be talking with another co-worker and they're talking about, it's like, yeah, I'm thinking about asking Stacey out or something like this. And it's like, they're like, oh yeah. And they sort of puff out their chest. It's like, don't you fucking touch anything around it. I don't want you having any part of that shit with Stacey. It's like, hey, I thought you weren't interested. It's like, God damn it, stay the fuck away from Stacey. Oh, that's fucking pretty full on, but you know, that's what it comes. So yeah, they're getting quite anxious, restless about it. You know, it's like they really want this to go forward, but they're not sure how to be honest with their feelings. Yeah, so Queen of Swords in the upright right next to King of Swords in reverse. So the overall here is their energy is they are being honest. They are being they're in, you know, they're quite stay by their feel, but they keep things very rationally. They're thinking about this very, you know, they're being very cautious, not making any sudden moves. You know, it's like they're working very hard. They're trying to make everything perfect. They want everything to be perfect. Everything has to be just right for this to go forward. They're not letting emotions get in the way. You know, it's like they want this to be something, you know, flamboyant is what I'm getting. It's like they really want, you know, when you see it, it's like they want you to be quite you know, impressed with them and that sort of thing. And it's kind of getting to them. They've been working really hard at it. They're not getting enough rest. They're not getting enough sleep over. It's making them anxious. Main energies I'm getting here, we have a lot of air. Could very well be dealing with an air sign, so Gemini, Aquarius, or actually every time I try and remember signs I forget one. It's just my memory how it works now. Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. Yeah. So could very well be dealing with one of those energies. But yeah, they're very, it would explain a lot really towards actually what I'm seeing. If you are dealing with an air sign, it would be very much them. Very down the line, very rational. It's like it will work out in this way, in this perfect way, in this perfect order, and there will be no other way. It's like a bit of OCD sort of going on. It's like everything must be in its proper place, but no one else will go near them. This is what I'm working on. Everyone else stay the fuck back. And it's like they're going to present you with something as like something well made, something well thought out, or something, you know, something well crafted, something, what they're giving you is something very, you know, it's definitely very material, very, you know, it's something that they definitely want to impress you with, and they're worried about it. It's like, you know, they're thinking about this a lot. They're afraid to express their true emotions. They don't want, you know, to be all this lovey-dovey stuff. It's like perhaps, you know, sort of they see you as wanting the finer things in life, and that's what they want to provide you. Very much is what I'm getting, and they're quite two ways about it too. You know, how to go about it. It's like one time they're very confident and calm and collected, and it's like then sort of when they're around they're sort of around you, when they see you, it sort of it's like their knees start to shake and sort of thing, and they get that anxious feeling back. It's like, those feelings are there, but they don't know how to deal with them. Is what I'm getting. It's like it's not really their thing. All this emotional stuff, and like it's like Valentine's Day. It's like it's like they want to express themselves, but it's like it's like not with like chocolates and flowers. It's like something that they're doing for you, like something they're working on, something they can produce themselves to. They really want to impress you with it, and they're hoping that you're gonna sort of be impressed and sort of see the hard work that they've put into this, and then basically sit back and allow all the accolades. It's like, oh, it's so great, you've done so well. It's like, yes, I know. I'm the greatest, but inside they're shaking at the knees. Oh, that's funny. Okay, let's see here. What's the most important message here for Taurus with this partnership? Ooh, okay, way too many. Yeah, what I'm seeing, definitely want, they're moving into this, definitely want to move on with this new beginning. This, yeah, it's twice, so. Okay, let's see. What do we have? I have actually turned up this microphone. I hope it's not too loud when I'm shuffling, but I might have to check out one of my videos. Still doing some testing with audio. Trying to get it just right. Oh no, it come out again. There you go. And the same one again. So that was the message. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's like if you don't take this, if you don't see this, if you're not like melting over this offer, it's like they're just gonna won't gone. It's like, okay, it's like it's this or nothing. It's like if you're not really impressed by this, it's like it's gonna sort of crush, and they're just gonna go, okay, that's it, I'm gone. But what I'm getting to is they really want to move into this relationship. It's something that's like happened for them in the past, which has caused them this just emotionally sort of shut off in a lot of ways when dealing with a loving partnership. It might have been possibly a breakup of a previous marriage or relationship, might have been something very serious, long term is what I'm getting, is what they'd experienced in the past. And it's like they've promised themselves they're not going to allow themselves to go through that again. And even though they're really trying to work hard with this with you, it's like that's really at the back of their mind and their experience. It's something very strong for them, something that affected them very greatly. So yeah, I do feel it's like they're putting like everything into this for you, but it's like if you don't see, if you're not like melting at the knees, because there's also, it's like the Ace of Wands twice here. So it's definitely, they definitely want this new beginning with you. They definitely want to start over in this. But yeah, it's like it's either that or they're moving on. It's like they've cut off all emotion out of it. At least, to see how things go. They're not going to let themselves get heartbroken again, basically, is what it is. Let's set the bottom of the deck here. Yeah. That's what they want, definitely. Harmony, balance. They want this to be equal, so what they give, they want it reciprocated, that's basically it. Or they're just like going to cut their losses, move on very strongly. Especially if you're dealing with an air sign, it's very strongly is what I'm getting with that. So yeah, we got the Ace of Wands, Six of Swords, and the Lovers. So definitely wanting to move into a love relationship, but it needs to be equal, it needs to be balanced. So that's the energy I've been picking up. It's very much, it's like what they've been working on, what they've been, they've been working very hard at this, whether you know about it or not. I'm sensing very much that they've kept a lot of this to themselves. They're doing it sort of solo on their own, sort of not letting anyone else in on it. They're keeping very guarded about you too. It's like they've, but it seems like they've been suffering a lot from past hurts, and that's very much keeping them from being emotionally open with you, at least at this time. It's like they're going to put a lot into this and see if it's reciprocated, basically, so they can have a really loving, passionate relationship. I feel, it's like the emotional part and all that stuff sort of comes later for them. They're very much sort of seeing how things go, but I'm getting, it's like this is, inside, this is how they're feeling. It's like this is what they want with you: balance, harmony, a loving partnership, something. But yeah, they've got a lot in their past that they've been holding on. Well, probably haven't. I'm feeling it's like they haven't dealt with it or healed from it properly. It's like they've just cut themselves off emotionally from it, and that's possibly very much why they find it difficult to open up emotionally, at least. Especially with all this Valentine's Day stuff. If they were in a long-term relationship, for example, they've maybe had many Valentine's Days with someone else, and it's like it just brings up a lot of bad memories, or just memories, things like that. So they definitely want a new beginning, they want a new start, and it's very difficult for them to express themselves the way they really want. But I'm getting very much it's they're very, they're honest about it. They're, with themselves, and they're being honest with you, and they're just not showing everything. That's all. Very difficult for them to express it. But I feel very strongly that if they can see you sort of be very impressed and you sort of just melt, then they can see they're going to move into this sort of next sort of, it's like in stages for them. It's just how they've rationalized how to have this relationship, or at least how relationships are going to work for them, at least. But something very good could come from this, Taurus. Anyway, I hope this helped bring some clarity to your situation, and I'll be back in March for monthly readings, and until then, take care.